we're going to do some basic braking now, and the next session will probably be some counter steering, looking through corners to add some delicacy and control to path. So I'll pass you on to our cameraman whilst I demonstrate and talk about braking. And we'll be building on the braking and the techniques that we talked about a little bit earlier, which is why I'm bringing this on now whilst that theory is still fresh. Just to go over the theory again, when we're braking, front brake and clutch together.
Okay.
And then the back brake is two separate actions. One and two.
Okay.
Front brake and clutch together so there's equal pressure rather than this and then that. And then the back brake again, two separate actions because you can't go hard, soft, you can be under pressure. So either and then two. In the dry, 70-30 or 80-20 depending on which disc or drum on the back. In the wet, 60-40, so 60% here, 40% here, and both at the same time. Because whilst there's still a weight transfer, the bike pretty much doing that. If it's really, really bad stuff like buggy, boggy, well, I've got to ask what you're riding in those conditions for. But say you're out in the country, you're on pea gravel, particular WA, pea gravel literally is like little marbles. They're absolutely spherical, and they are murder to brake on. In fact, you can't brake on pea gravel. Just ABS doesn't even work. So with pea gravel, half the time you don't use the front brake at all. You just hit the back brake, deliberately knock the damn thing up, and bog it in. Or maybe just accelerate off very, very gently. Another stride. So the process of braking: 1, 2, and then play down through your gears and stop all the rest of it. Check the mirrors. Preferably before you brake in a situation, then you check the gears after. Then sequence. The important thing with the braking is to be prepared.
Yeah.
Not just in your normal riding, you can't prepare, you know what's going to happen. But you can prepare what you can anticipate. On the test, you do a quick stop, WA, it's 12 metres at 50 kilometres down the drive. The road surface is wet, the standard is 16 metres at 50 kilometres per hour. In the test you can prepare by taking a long enough run up, doing a U-ing, coming back, getting up to speed, levelling off so that you're not accelerating or decelerating into a nice cruising position, not hammering it. And then mentally, emotionally, practically, you are prepared for when the examiner gives you his hand signal to do braking. The worst thing you can do is take a short run up, the accelerating hard, the front wheel drive, no wheel grip, and the examiner puts his hand up and it's a mess.
Right.
Which we don't want to do. Blood and stuff. I hate paperwork too. Okay, so what I'm going to do is demonstrate some braking. Now, theoretically, there are 2 points to braking. There's establishing the contact point and then there's working the brakes.
Okay.
These can be handled as separate issues and they can sort of merge into one into the other. I'll explain the differences a little bit later. For safety's sake, what we're going to do is set up, recognise that we're set up, and then we're braking. So what is set up? Set up is putting a little bit of brake on, front and back, but we're focusing on the front, simply so that we get a weight transfer and there's a little bit of extra grip on the front. That's what we call set up.
Okay.
Then when we realise we've got a nice little bit of grip, then we squeeze smoothly and progressively. That's the key. It's got to be smooth, and it's got to keep squeezing in. It can be fast, but it must be smooth and quick. Okay? The back brake, theoretically we do the same, it's too much to think about. Basically on the back brake, put a little bit of back brake on and okay?
Alright.
Okay, so what you're going to do, you're going to see me coming along, I'll be screaming at the camera, hoping it
can hear
me. Maybe you'll repeat what I'm saying. The camera can't. And I'll come along, set up, pause a little bit, and then brake. Okay, let's do this. be happen. There you go, bro. Thank you. But it's time, yeah? Oh, there's one now. Right. Thank you. You have tomorrow filming in there? You have tomorrow? Not. And then you wait.
Yeah. Setting up and then braking, yeah.
Now you notice at the very end, there's a little bit of push.
Yeah.
What was happening there, at the very end of the braking, I put the foot out, but the bike wanted to go this way.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah.
So what happens there, it's really about, you put your foot out, the bike goes down, what do you do?
Yeah.
So always put your foot
Okay.
down and go in, make it better. You can do what technically called counter steering.
Okay.
So I gave this shot.
Yeah.
Basically, bike was leaning this way, it's a knock, makes the bike lean that way.
Yeah.
So, what happened there, I'm demonstrating setup for about a second or so, and then the braking. What
Okay.
I'm now going to do is the setup and the braking where they merge together.
Okay.
So I
Alright.
set up, and I make
Then-
the assumption it's going to be okay,
Yeah.
and before I go, oh yes I know set up, I'm following through,
Okay.
which is what you do in emergency.
Yeah.
So practically what you're doing, physically what you're doing is squeezing, anticipating setup, and you just keep squeezing. It's not squeeze, stop and squeeze.
Okay.
You just squeeze and squeeze and squeeze.
Yeah.
But mentally you're aware of the setup, you're aware of the footprint, and you're aware of the work.
Alright.
Basically what happened there,
Yeah.
put the front brake on firmly with deliberation, the weight of the motorcycle went forward,
Yeah, going forward.
down on the
Yeah.
front, I kept squeezing and stopped. Also noticed that as the handlebars moved away from me, I let my hand straighten out, and just like leaning on a desk, I let the palm of my hand rest against the bars, supporting my body, eyes up, looking through.
Okay.
Very important. Whenever you're doing braking, apart from looking there and saying, hey, what's happening with the guy behind me,
Yeah.
you're looking level with the horizon. Now, if you happen to lock up the front or the back, you don't go, oh golly, what's happening? 'Cause
Yeah.
you look
Yeah.
down.
You go.
Exactly.
You follow her. Yeah.
Exactly. Now, the funny thing is, the bike does not want to fall over.
Yeah.
Okay, it's
Okay.
happy to stay upright. Gyroscope and all that sort of stuff.
Right.
So basically, the adage is, if you look down, you go down. You keep your eyes up, you stay up.
Yeah.
So if you lock up the front brake, let the front brake
Okay.
off, the front will spring up, the wheel will immediately make itself straight, and the bike will be happy.
Okay.
If the back locks up, don't let it off. Keep the back locked.
Okay.
You're 100% upright, 200% sure, and then you ease the back brake off.
Okay. Alright.
Bonzo. So, your turn.
Yeah.
Now what we're going to do, we're going to do this slowly at about 30k rather than the 40-45 I was doing. And we're just going to go through the motion. So I'm not after performance, I just want you to get the feel of the process, and I'll walk you through it. Okay, and squeeze the brakes and do a stop. Yeah. Yeah, do a U-turn now. Look over your shoulder, check behind you, look up and across, look up and through, relax the elbows, looking up and through, beautiful. How did that feel? Good, Bonzo, okay. Increase the speed, get up to speed. Now what we're going to do, we're going to put a little bit of brake on, just to steady, and then squeeze and stop. And that is basically the what we call setting up. I'll go into more detail about the setting up, but basically you get the weight onto the front of the wheel, you know you have that stability, and then you work it to stop. What we'll do, I'd like you to put the two of them together so there's less distance between setup and stop. It's just squeeze. So you go down there, do a U-turn, come back. I won't give you a signal, just in your own time, about 30k, front brake and squeeze till you stop.
Okay, from this.
With a little bit of back. Accelerate, get up to speed, a nice easy gear, and in your own time. Oh, that was good. Yeah, how did it feel? That's okay. But the important...
Because I squeezed too much the first time and then I felt like a push.
Yeah, that was the gear. Because you squeezed the brake.
I squeezed too much and I didn't...
And not the clutch.
Yeah,
and the push with the gear.
yeah, that's why.
But the brake was beautiful.
Yeah,
It was beautiful, it was smooth, the front dived nicely, you stopped quickly, so it was smooth, it was progressive, and that part was perfect. Well done.